Good evening, everybody. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a nice evening. I know it's early in the evening, but it feels like it's 10 o'clock at night. It gets dark so early. I think we finally passed the equinox, so things are turning the other way, and each day I think it's a little bit lighter. So we're heading down the slope to the spring. We had a beautiful day yesterday. It was there was light fluffy snow, and it was just beautiful. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? Not sure, but it was this weekend and it was beautiful. I loved it. We haven't had much snow this year. So I am going to be working, like I had said, Mondays I'm going to be working on Christmas journals. It's something called Merry Monday. And I believe that Leslie from 507 Willow House Journals had said that it's Donna from Twisted Paper Studios that started Merry Monday. So I'd like to give credit where credit's due. So, but I'm just tagging along. I've been so busy, I have not been able to get my pages in. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you. I went ahead, I got kitty hair on it. I went ahead and bought some more of these jumbo glue sticks. It's called Doris, and they're non-toxic and they're acid-free, which is great. So there's 12 of them in this box. I got them on Amazon. I think they were like $18, but there's 12 of them. Those are going to last me for a long time. But I'm all set with glue sticks. And the other thing I wanted to mention was I've been doing slow stitching when my granddaughter's been sleeping, when I babysit on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I did not have any decent embroidery needles for doing slow stitching. So I went ahead and I ordered these. They're all the same size. Beautiful embroidery needles. I need these needles that have the big eye and they're sharp. That's what you need. The ones that I was using were smaller holes for the thread and they were dull. They just did not work. I struggled with those. These are beautiful, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's like 20 something. I took a bunch and put them in my sewing, my needle book, so that I have them with me. I pack up a bag and I bring all my slow stitching with me. But these are beautiful. So I have embroidery needles for a long time to come. And I got those on Amazon, and I think they were like $5 or $6 for like 22 of them. I thought that was an amazing price. So anyway, so I'm going to start putting the signatures in my books. I wanted to get this done ahead of time, but I just did not have time. What I have here is 6 pieces of this tracing paper that I love. It's that crinkly paper. And then I also remembered that I need to put in, I put these in every journal, the green ledger paper. I just love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 of them. So we're going to go ahead and tear those out. Oh, looks like one of them, did one of them rip? No, that might have been from before. So I need those. So what I think I better do is fold them in half so they're ready to go in. That was not a very good fold. It's because I'm trying to fold 6 of them all at once. I'm trying to save time. Now, I think they're still stuck together. Yep, they are. So I don't know if anybody had a chance to watch my last video, but I made 4 beautiful cemetery baskets and I videotaped it. It's not the kind of video that I normally do, but I figured, hey, I've got to do this. I might as well take everybody along to see how I make them. I've been doing it for years, and I always post the pictures on Facebook every year, but nobody's seen me make them. So I even put a recommendation on my Facebook profile page that if somebody's interested in watching how I make them, that they can go ahead and come to my channel, and that way they can see how they're made. All right, so now I have my tracing paper and I have my ledger paper that I want to put in. So, and I have to cut these down. All right, this is the first one I'm going to work on. I'll put these aside. And what I have to do, I have to cut some of them down because they're too tall for the journal. A lot of these are fine. I've already put in a lot of these pictures. I just want to figure out where I want to put my tracing paper. Actually, I think I want it right there. Now, does that have to be cut down? No, I don't think so. Let's see. I just want to look to see. No, I think that should be fine. But I do have other pages that need to be trimmed down. Yeah, so I also put a short up about those, and the short came out really nice. I'm getting better at making shorts. I think they came out nice. I also figured out how to, I don't know how to edit videos, but I figured out how to crop. If you crop your video, you can bring people or the scene closer to you, which is great. All right, I'm just going to use one of these pages as a guide for how big I want this page. Let's see. That's actually smaller than normal, so I don't want to use that. What I think I'll use is the scrapbooking paper. Is that one a good size? Yep, that's a good size. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to bother with a paper cutter and all that. I'm just going to cut them. Let's see, where do I want it? I don't want to cut the top. I'd rather cut the bottom of that because it's like an instructional page, so it might be nice to. And let's see. That's nothing I'm going to keep, so that can go right in the trash. All right, so I'm going to keep this one out as my, let's see, unless I have a piece of paper that I can use as a replacement for that, because I'd like to put that in where it belongs. That's not even paper, those are labels. Let's get a piece of paper here. I do have a little bit of paper on the side. Here. Let's see what I got. It's like a coffee dyed paper. Maybe it'll end up in the journal, I don't know. But I think this is a good height. Let's see. Take all this out of here so I can judge. Yep, that'll be fine. So I'm going to use that as my template for the size of my pages. This one's going back in. Let's see where it was. Yeah, see, that page is better now. It's going to go here. Alright, so let's see what else we have to cut down. This one doesn't have to be cut, it just needs to be moved down. Is that the only one I had to cut down? One page? I think I do need to trim this tracing paper. Excuse me, sorry for the noise. I do need to trim that down just a little bit. I love the sound of this paper. Just trim off just a little bit. And this can go back in. Actually, I'm thinking I might like this here. Okay. Okay, so there's the first signature. So we need to open this up to the middle. Well, let's look and see and make sure everything's where we want it before we... I've got my pouch here. This is what I use. Actually, maybe I'll try these. I have these giant paper clips. These might work. Let's try those. I don't think I've ever used these for that before. Oh, and the other thing that I have that I ordered for this pouch are these big, long needles. I always use these upholstery needles with the little crooked tip, and it always messes me up. I'm going to try these big, long... I hope the eye is big enough on that. I think it should be. We'll find out. Okay, so I need an awl. I'm trying to think of what string I want to use. I think I want to use this silver one. Yeah, these are the needles that I was using before. The eye, I think it might be a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but it's got this crazy crooked end to it, and I don't like these at all. I don't know why I ever used those to begin with, but all right, so we'll put a few of those aside, and I am going to try these big paper clips. Let's see how those work. All right, so first thing we have to do, let me pull my chair in, get my feet up on this little stool if I can without hitting my knees. Okay, let's look. Make sure our papers are in the right spot. This is just an envelope, and I'm going to use that as a tuck spot. And I kind of feel like this would go better here. It picks up on the green on that page better. I'll probably cover that page. Let's just look and see if things are where we want them. I think I might like this in the middle. The problem with that is it's only going to get picked up by one of these threads, so I'm going to move it down. When you sew it in, you do 3 holes, and this way it'll get picked up by 2. That's fine. I feel like I want to be able to see something through that paper. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Yep, that's good. Good. This is down on the bottom. Yep, well, we have one of those papers in there. That's good. This is an envelope. And see, the tuck is on the other side now. I don't know where it is, but there is a tuck spot from the top of that envelope. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Oh, it's closer in more. Okay. These all look fine. This looks good. After I sew it in, I'll glue that down. Oops. We want that in the middle. These are moving all over the place. These are magazine images, so they're kind of slippery and they're no, they're book pages. Some of them might be magazine images. So, let's see. I think that looks good. What I'm going to do now is you want to make sure you push your papers in the middle. And then, oh, that one, I think that might look good, work good. And I'll do one on one side and one on the other. Hopefully I won't wreck that tissue paper. I'm not catching all the pages. I want to catch them all. This one's in a little bit further, that's why. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now we want to make sure we're pushing the middle in. Catch all those pages. There we go. Okay, so I need a plain piece of paper. When I made my fall journal, because I was covering the spine, I didn't really care where the holes are, but you know, after I looked at it, I'm like, I really would like my holes to be in the same place. So I'm going to use this template, and this is too tall. I'm going to cut it. Just trim it off a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to take a marker. Let's see, do I have a marker? I don't know where my markers are. Let's see. Okay, this is good enough. I want to come down there, one in the middle, and one right about there. Okay. Now we're going to have 3 signatures. So that's the middle. I got to look at... They don't have to be exact. Yeah, like these need to come over a little bit more. Oops, that one needs to come up here. I feel like it needs to go over just a little more. Get rid of that mark. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is going to be our template. All right, so let's put this in the middle. I'm just going to go ahead and put my awl through. This is a heavy duty awl. I had one. I had a little one. It was cheap, and the handle broke on it, so it was useless. This one, oh yeah, look at that, it goes right through. You see that? And then I have one in the middle there, yep. And then this one. There you go. I don't want to make them too big. All right, so what I need to do is take out one of my needles. Where's that thread that I wanted to use? I think this will be, yeah, that's plenty strong. So what you want to do is, with the string that you're going to tie it, you want to do 1, 2, 3 and a half. There you go. And we'll just snip it. It's better to have more than less with this. You know what I just realized? Ugh. Well, it's too late now. I'm not changing it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're just going to keep moving on here. Let's see if I can get this. I hope I can get this through there. I might have to trim that edge up. So it's a nice, clean edge. Yep, that goes through. All right. So what I need to do is, yeah, there was a reason why I need to measure something here. Okay, let's see. It's a 3-inch spine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what I need to do now is so these are where we want the holes. So I'm going to go ahead and, oops, see if I can get some clips on the subject here. I'm going to clip it on so it doesn't move around. You can't sew them in until you have holes. So make sure that's in the middle. Okay. Clip it. Clip it. All right. So now what we want to do is, what happened to my, oh, here it is. I want to make a hole in this paper. And you'll see why in a minute. Excuse me. Okay, so what I need to do is find a black marker. Hopefully this will work. I need to go through that hole. Wow, that is one juicy marker, isn't it? Let's hope that worked. I'm going to lift it up on one end just to see if we can see those black holes, or black marks. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. I might keep this template for the other one that I have to do, so I'll put that over there. Okay, so see how I have the black holes? Now I'll be able to, let's see. I think I'm going to use that piece of wood again. Let's see, what did I do with that piece of wood? I moved everything around when I was working in here the other night. I'm trying to think, what did I do with that? Okay, I'm going to go a different way with this thing. I'm going to put a big thick book, and I got to stand up for this now. And I'm going to put a hole. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll get a hammer because this is pretty thick. And I'm going to hammer a hole for each. What is that? I guess you don't need that. Throw it out. I'm just going to go ahead and make a hole for each of these. Let's see. Make sure it's going through. Hold it up to the light. You can also take your needle and yep, it goes right through. So I'm sorry for the noise. I do have this other punch that I used the last time I did this. And it worked good, but I think this will be quicker. And I'm just doing this into a book. And this is a book that I don't really care about, so. But that way I'm not going through my, onto my mat, my new mat. Don't want to do that. This gives you a good, you know, to see what it takes to make one of these books. I think this is fun. I don't know about anybody else, but okay. I look through the light. I can see all the way through. Beautiful. I think these ones up top could use just a little bit more. I'm most likely going to be covering the spine with yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to be covering the spine with lace anyway, so they don't have to be perfect, but I really didn't like how crooked my threads were on my spine for my fall journal last time. So now we can take this. I forgot a page, but you know what? I can tip it in later. And I'm going to start with the right side. Okay, so I got to remember how I want to do this. Yep, you go in the middle hole. This is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So you go through, you pull it, and then you can hook your thread on here. And right now it's going to be loose until you tighten it up, so that's fine. So what you can do is go ahead and right there. Okay, so we can see the needle. Now we just have to go through that hole in the papers, in the pages. Let's see if it'll go through, and it does. Yay. I'm going to turn this just a little bit. This long, skinny needle is beautiful. All right, I got to pull this thread out. Come here, where are you? Where's the end? Oh, there it is. Okay, we don't want to get that in there. So then you go all the way down through that hole. Yep, goes right through. So this is working out nicely. Pull it through all the way. And then you go back in. Oops, we want to make sure we get that excess thread out. So you want to pull it. So this is tight. And now you want to go through this hole, but you don't want to pierce that thread. So let's see if we can do this without piercing the thread. Beautiful. See, I didn't go through the thread. So now if you look on the back here, I mean, it's not perfect, but you want to make sure they're tight. These ribbons are getting in the way. They're a pain in the butt. But let's make sure we can take our needle off now. We'll put it right there. And you want to make sure that your thread is on either side of this middle string. And you pull it tight. And you want to check again to make sure it's tight. It is. You can tighten it again. And if it's on either side, you can do a double knot. You do a knot like that, and then you do it the other way. So it kind of makes a square knot. Beautiful. And then I like to leave a little bit in case I want to put some dangles on there. And that's all we ended up with when we finished. So we were pretty right on there, weren't we? Okay, so look, we have one signature in there already. Take these off. Look at that. I've got one signature in. Beautiful. Is it tight enough? Yep, that's fine. Okay, what you want to do is train your paper to lay flat. I have a heater on in here. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but I gotta turn it down a little. It's a little hot. Oof, how do you turn that temperature down? Minimum. There you go. Okay, that's better. So we just make sure that your papers, and this one, I think I'll have to trim that up a little bit, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. Just make sure that your papers lay flat. And a lot of these pages will get covered anyways. Oh, look. We got our envelope in there. That'll glue down. Got some music paper, which I love. Now, this is the other side, so we'll go ahead and... That's where the knot is. Sometimes it rips whatever it is that right there. See, that's where the knot is, but that's okay. We can always put a little washi there. But this is that other tuck spot. Aha, look at this. The page didn't get in. Oh well, we can always tuck it in, or that's okay. I guess when I was looking to see if my papers were all in the right spot, I didn't check that. Yeah, so there's a little bit of rippage right there, but that's okay. Like I said, you can cover a lot of this stuff. I like this one's got a torn edge on it. I like that. Yeah, wow. I could probably glue that down. And once when you put new pages over these, you're not going to see that anyways. All right, look, that pocket is in. Beauty. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. So there's one. I'm going to put this like this, and now we're going to get another signature. And I think I want this to be the first one because it's got Santa on it. So that'll be the third one. All right, so we'll go ahead and take a look at what we have here. This, I want this to be like in the middle. I think I'm going to I have to cut this page down. Take that out. Wow, that's got a ripped edge, doesn't it? Whew, that's crazy. All right, where are my big scissors? Here we go. Hey, look at this, already a line there. I'll just go ahead and use that as my guide. Trim that off. Okay, we'll put this back in here. And then this can go right there. Let's see. Let me check that, make sure that it's okay. No, that's still too tall. Should be using this, my template, right? Okay. All right. We're going to use the template. And that way we know that our pages are going to be the right length without having to really think about it. Okay, so that page can go back in. Oh, I gotta shut this heater off. Ooh. That's because I have the door shut too now. All right, so let's see. That can go there. This is fine. Oh, looks like this page is upside down. Because the words and the numbers were upside down, see? Yep. Okay, good. I'm glad I caught that. A lot of times I don't catch it, and it just happens, so whatever. Right, this needs to move down to the middle. This is fine. This is fine. Good. This has to be cut down. Oh, this is what I'm just kind of tipping in, I guess. It's a recipe for a cake. So there's a lot of space on top that we don't need. I'll trim that off. And then we'll measure it from the top down. Yeah, still have to take a little bit off. Oh. There we go. Okay. So that can go there. And I like this against the green paper. That looks good. Oh, this is in the way. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Bring that down a little bit. This one has to be cut down. Let's see what's on this page. Yeah, we don't care about that bottom. A lot of this is going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't even matter. If you've watched my channel, you saw how I did my nautical journal, my Halloween journal, my fall journal. I cover a lot of the pages. This page is pretty. This one is good. I think that that's it. I don't think we have to do... Well, we can look to see if our pages are where we want them, though. Ooh, that's a pretty page, isn't it? Love that. Got our music paper. I think I'm going to turn this music paper this way. Oh, and I have one of those green pages in this, so maybe I do have them in. Very excited about that. And if I'm missing one, like I said, I can always tip it in. That looks good. Let me see how this is going to look. This will be the next signature. Yep, that's good. Okay, so what we need to do is open it in the middle. And we want to make sure our pages are tight. And we'll go ahead and we'll add these again. I usually do one corner, and then I go over and do that corner. Then I'll do this. These are working pretty good. I mean, I have those other long clips, but I just thought I'd try these. I found them in my desk, and I'm like, I never use them. Let's try to use them for something. All right, we want to make sure this is the right way up. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. All right, so where's my little template? This one you can just use the middle one because you're just putting holes. I would move that down a little bit so that we have an even, it's even there. So we take our, the awl, I don't know what it's doing way over there. So we close it, and then if you push through, there you go. Okay, one more. I should have done like I did before, which was clipped it, but it's okay. Those are okay. And now we just want to go through here. When you fold it, you're right in the middle of the pages. Because if you lay it flat, everything moves. But if you keep it folded, that's what you want. Okay, so now we need to do this again. Ready? Excuse me. 1, 2, 3 and a half. I'll put this over here. Get our needle. See if we can. Yeah, see this thread is kind of, it's got multiple threads on it. Almost like embroidery thread. Like you could unravel this. We don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get that in there. There we go. Okay. This needle's great. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll open our book again. Make sure that this was upright. It is. Yay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. All right. We'll go ahead and put this one. This will be the next one. So the needle goes right through. We've already got a hole in our book. You go through the middle. Let's make sure we're doing this right. We go through the middle. And then you want to catch your thread. Just so that it doesn't go anywhere. All right. And you want to come in. I'm right-handed, so I kind of have to do it like this. Is that hole right? Oh, should be right. Problem is that ink didn't come through on the other side, but it should be. Let's see. I'm gonna have to push this through so I can see where. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Where's that hole? There it is. Okay, great. Let's come through. Push that in and then pull it. Okay, you want to look on the back. See it. Good. Okay. Okay, so now we want to go all the way down. Okay. That one went right through. Good. All right. happening here? Oh, we need that. Something is not right. I'm going back through. If you make a mistake, just go backwards. Just go back through and do it again. Whatever it is that you need to do, because I'm noticing that something's wrong here. Yep. This is supposed to go through the holes in this page, and it didn't. Okay. There we go. That's what was wrong. Oops, I need that. Okay, so I hope you can see. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but then you need to go back through again. And you can stand this up too. Might be able to see it that way. Okay. Now that's right. Okay, good. All right, but I need this piece to come through. All right, so now what we need to do is go back through the middle hole, but you don't want to pierce that thread. All right, let's see where that is. Okay. All right, we didn't pierce it. Good, good, good. Gotta pull this through. Oh, this is... And now we need to, oops. We need to go through the middle pages. On that side. Good, good, good. It's a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be, but that's all right. It's because it's a really long needle. Okay. All right, so see how we have the strings. We got to tighten this up. See, now you have, yep, that's got to be tightened up a little more. Okay, let's check this. Check to make sure that was tight too. Yep, okay, good. All right, so let's take the needle off before we hurt ourselves. I wonder if I pull this out, I want to be able to pull. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I need to pull this one. It's not going to let me. So, all right. It is what it is. We're just going to go with it. I would have liked to have made these a little bit more even, but that's okay. Okay. Got a nice knot there. I don't know if I'm going to be putting dangles on, so where is my scissors? Okay. I'll just leave a little extra just in case. And if worst case scenario, if this was too short, you could tie another string on to the middle and that would be fine. All right, so let's see what we have now. We can take these off. I'm not going to save that. All right, let's see. I'm not sure which way is up. It's this way. Okay, so now we have, let's see. Yep, okay. All right, so now we have 2 signatures in. You can see that on the top. We got 2. We got 1 more to go. And there's plenty of room in between. On this side, in the middle, and there'll be plenty of room there so that the book can grow. All right, so we can train these papers again. Just helps for the paper to learn where it needs to go. Oh, look at that one. Oh no, what did I do? Upside down. Doesn't matter because I'm going to be covering those pages anyway. So I'll cover this and just leave that and you wouldn't even notice it. It's fine. Look, that's fine. I'll be covering that anyways. This is fine. That's fine. Yep, it's fine. Okay, good. That's fine. Excuse me, what it might be is that I put the paper in upside down when I made the signature. Because they're not all upside down. It's just 1 or 2. So that tells me something. I love the music paper. I love that yellow paper. This is going to be fun to decorate. And I'll glue that down. That'll be one of the first things I do once I get the signatures in both of the books. That'll be the first thing I do in each one of them. Now that one's upside down, but I don't care because I'm going to cover that page. Same thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This one, oh boy, upside down. Oh well, that's okay. Nobody's going to make that recipe anyway, so I'll cover that. There's way too many steps to that recipe. I'll tell you now, when I cook, if it's not easy, I'm not doing it. I'm not cooking. I tell that to my husband all the time now. If it's not easy, I'm not doing it. Sorry. All right, let's make sure that when we put this one in, that Santa is on the front. All right, so we're just going to repeat the same process. We're going to cut down the pages first. These look good. We got to look and see if they're in the right position. It would be nice if we had different size in between here. Yep, and then we have that. So that goes there. That's good, that's good. This goes here, and that'll be a tuck spot. A cute little boy. Some of these pages came from a Norman Rockwell book, Christmas book. I love Norman Rockwell. I've been to the museum with my family, and we loved it, and I bought a recipe book. We want to make sure that we get at least 2 holes in that piece of paper. Oh, and I do have some more of that green paper. I don't know what I was worrying about, that I needed paper, those green graph paper. They're already in there. Okay, this one needs to come down. This one's the little page. I need to move that one because it's right next to another white page. So let's see if we can find about there. And we layered it up. Okay, that's good. Now this, I guess I only have 1 page that needs to be trimmed. It's the middle page. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? I think I'll trim the top. There we go. Is this something I'd keep? Not really. Okay, I think I'm done with that, but I'm going to keep it for my other journal because the next time we meet, I'll be putting the signatures into that journal. Then we'll be able to start working in it. In both of them, actually. Okay, this one goes right in the middle. Beautiful. Look at how pretty. Okay, we want to make sure that Santa is where I want him. Where's that little piece of paper? That needs to come in more. Okay, there we go. That needs to come down. It's sticking up. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now what we need to do is open it up. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Again, we'll go ahead and we do one corner. And then we'll do the other corner. Make sure it's still nice and tight in the middle. Do this one. And this one. Okay, so there we go. So that's good. All right, so we need our template again for our holes. All right. I still think I'm going to go buy an awl that's even skinnier than this. This is a little too fat for what I'm doing. But it's okay. Make sure you keep it folded. It just makes it a lot easier. And then all your pages are lined up. I have to use this paper now because these are the holes that we used for the book cover. So now, even though this, I feel like that one's off a little bit, it's okay. Let's make sure these are good. Good. All right, now, there we go. That's all you need for that. Hang on to that for the next book. Okay, so we need to get some more of our thread. This is really pretty. It's very sparkly. I like it. 1, 2, 3, and it's very strong. Okay, I'll put this back in my basket so I can find it for the next time we do this. Yeah, so I'm really liking these needles. If I ever get a chance to buy more needles like this, I would buy ones that have a bigger eye in it, though. I just don't know what kind of needles that would be. I didn't know what I was doing when I was buying them to begin with, because I had never bought anything like that before. Okay, so bring our journal. This is our last signature. I'm so excited. This book is almost done. Okay. And I forgot to put the tissue in there. Guess what? I can tip it in with some washi tape, so I'm not worried about it. It's fine. I'm tired. I've been babysitting all day, and then I had a telehealth appointment on the phone, you know, where you do a video call with your doctor on the phone. Which is good because it saves you from having to go to the, I mean, it all started with COVID, but now people still do it because it's so much more convenient than having to go all the way to the doctor's office. So, all right, so we start in the middle. Let's hopefully this one will go a little easier than the last one. Okay. And then we catch this one. Okay. All right, so you got to go through the hole in the book and then go through the hole in the signature. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there you go. Right through. Come up. You got to look on the back. I mean, they're not exactly perfect, but I'm going to cover it anyway, so it's fine. As long as these pages are in tightly, that's all I care about, really. All right, so then all the way up. Hold on. What's happening here? There it is. Okay, and then it goes through the top hole. pull it through. All right, what's happening? Oh, it's that extra piece there. I'm gonna make sure that pull that out. Okay, so now before we get too far here, I want to add more string. Yes. Okay. So now what we do is go, I usually hold the pages and then hold the book. And then, oh, we don't want to pierce that. I could have made that hole, I think, a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So I didn't pierce it. And now we want to go back through the middle pages here. Great. All right, pull that through. There we go. Take that needle off. Okay, so we want to make sure one is on one side and one is on the other, which it isn't right now, but it will be in a second. I should have done it with while the needle was still on there. It just makes it easier. All right, so we'll just put it under. Okay. Pull it this way and pull it that way. And then, oops. Why is that loose? That's nice and tight on the outside, but why is this piece loose? Okay. Why isn't that tightening? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's check again. I always check twice. Make sure that they're nice and tight. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so is it on one side, one on the other? Yes, it is. So, tie it on the right, and then on the left. And that makes like a square knot, and that knot is not coming out. And look at how nice and long those are. Wow. Okay, so we'll keep those nice and long. That's all we ended up extra. Beautiful. Okay, so take these off. Okay, which way is my book? I can't really tell what's the top and what's, oh, there's Santa. And the pockets are going in the right direction. See? Ooh, those pockets are a little tight. See if we can loosen those pockets up a little bit. Yeah. Very tight on this side too. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let's check this one. Oh, that one. A little bit tight. There we go. Oh. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now we will train the paper on this side. That's the reason why there's ripping there, is because this all is a little too fat. So I need to find a skinnier one. It's okay though. So excited. Now that can be a tuck. I can either tuck it on that side, I can tuck it on this side. Depends on what I cover that paper with. All right, this you could put a photograph there, or a poem, or how cute. Okay, I love this tea-dyed paper. There's a little flip. There's that green paper that I love. I'll have to check the other 3 signatures to see if that's in there. Music paper. Cute. Oh, he's looking at Santa. Or she's dreaming about Santa. Okay. There's some white pages. I will definitely be covering those. Oh, those cookies look delicious. Just training our paper to lay flat. I love the little flip. I like little pages. There's the other side of that. What I'll probably do is cover this and open this side, and then you won't even see that side. Because I like my pockets to open on the outside. And it's a pretty gold. And I always put envelopes in my... And this one has some kind of discoloration. Doesn't matter. I'll be covering these anyways. Look at that nice space. There's a beautiful space in between each one. One of these is a little crooked, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, let's see how those 3 signatures... They look beautiful. They're spaced out beautifully. We got our strings. One of them is very short, but I can add to that. Look, it's not even sticking out. Where is it? Oh, it's so short it doesn't even stick out, but that's okay. Oh, boy. I love that. That's beautiful. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these Christmas books. I love them. I'm getting excited. Once those pages go in, like these aren't perfect, but you know what? They'll be fine because they'll be covered. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think of these Christmas journals and any other projects that I have on my channel. It would be nice to hear from some of you. And just to let everybody know, I'm going to be doing another subscriber giveaway. And I'll be doing a short video on that, letting people know what journal I'll be giving away. I think I might do the same thing I did before. I have 2 journals. They're very similar. One of them needs pockets, an image on each side, on the inside and the front and back of the covers. And I need to decorate the cover. But we can do that together. And then people, when I do the subscriber giveaway, they can tell me which one that they want, like we did before. That worked out nicely. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting.